50 Cent versus Rick Ross beef. How two hip-hop titans collided. The beef between 50 Cent and Rick Ross is one of the most famous rap rivalries of the early 21st century, characterized by diss tracks, public insults, and a collision of personalities with very different styles and images. What started as competitive tension between two of the era's biggest names spiraled into a full-blown feud that defined a chapter of rap beef culture. Origins: clash of images and ego. The beef traces back to the mid-2000s, when both artists were at the height of their early careers. 50 Cent emerged with a gritty street image from Queens, while Rick Ross cultivated a larger-than-life persona as a Miami-based boss figure. Though both succeeded commercially, their contrasting styles and clashing personalities created a competitive undercurrent. Rumors suggest tension first emerged when Ross made comments perceived as dismissive toward 50 Cent's crew, which fans quickly interpreted as disrespect. Dissatisfaction grew through interviews and small jabs in songs before it officially ignited into open confrontation. Shots fired, the diss tracks and barbs. The rivalry picked up steam in 2009 to 2010 when 50 Cent began directly targeting Rick Ross in interviews and on social media. He mocked Ross's past job working as a correctional officer, a long-running criticism 50 used repeatedly to question Rick Ross's street credibility. 50's shots were personal, sharp, and often humorous. His barbs played up Ross's image and labored efforts to portray himself as a hardened street legend. The constant stream of insults made the feud a talking point in hip-hop circles, with fans debating who had the better career and credibility. In response, Rick Ross dropped diss tracks aimed at 50 Cent and his gene at camp, including songs like 100 Black Coffins and others where he addressed insults head-on. Ross's responses were fiery, emphasizing his success, wealth, and influence in rap. Public clash, media and fan reactions. Unlike some rap beefs that stayed largely lyrical, this rivalry spilled out across interviews, social media posts, and late-night appearances. Each artist used press opportunities to take shots at the other, contributing to a prolonged public feud. Both camps traded insults on radio shows, blogs, and message boards, with 50 Cent often amplifying the rivalry on his early social media accounts, turning every opportunity into another chance to roast Rick Ross. Fans played a big role, too, picking sides and debating credibility, defensive image, and lyrical prowess. The beef became a cultural talking point that extended beyond rap music into broader pop culture discussion. Cooling off and legacy. By the mid-2010s, the intensity of the beef had noticeably decreased. Both artists had moved on musically and personally, focusing on business ventures, label developments, and evolving careers. Rick Ross continued to build his Maybach music group, MMG, empire, signing major artists and cementing himself as a mogul figure. 50 Cent diversified into television, business, and film, becoming one of hip-hop's most successful crossover entrepreneurs. Though they never publicly declared peace, the feud drifted toward irrelevance as new generations arrived and both artists carved paths outside of direct competition. Why this beef matters. The 50 Cent versus Rick Ross beef is emblematic of a particular era in hip-hop culture, one where lyrical credibility, street image, and personality clashed on and off the mic. It represents a time when rap beefs were driven not just by lyrics, but by how artists used emerging social media, interviews, and persona to win public perception. Ultimately, the rivalry left its mark as one of the memorable feuds of its time, providing fans with classic moments of tension, humor, and raw competition that highlighted the competitive edge of hip-hop culture.